All right, guys, how you doing? JEFFERSCRAFT back again, and this is gonna be some Final Fantasy XIV play. This is part 2 of my first dungeon gameplay with my friend Rebel, and if you haven't watched part 1, go check it out. This is just the second part to that, and it was a lot of fun playing. This is Sastasha Dungeon is what this one's called, and we played a few times, so it was a lot of fun, like I said, and hope you guys have been enjoying all this Final Fantasy content, and we'll get to it right after this.
Excellent! Ready.
All right, guys, I am back again now, and me and Rebel, just if you hadn't watched before, me and Rebel had just played my first dungeon, and that was awesome. But I should have some mail now because I think, I bought the I just bought the pre-ordered the expansion for this, and it's supposed to have given me an earring that will give me 30% more experience.
Oh yeah, and it also grows with your level, so that's phenomenal.
I'm gonna check this mail out. Look what we have here. I got some mail. A new letter has arrived. Nice. Okay, so Final Fantasy. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, this is my stuff right here, bro. Take all. Yes.
I'm wearing that earring too.
Nice. So I'm taking that. Should I delete the letter? Or save
I
it?
left mine in my box. It just sits in the old box.
I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna leave it there.
It helped in this case because when we looked it up, I had a thing to look back on.
Right. Okay.
Plus,
so
it gives you a win. You did this,
So let's put this thing on, bro.
Yeah, do it.
See what we got here. Oh, there it is, baby.
Yes, and
now
if you look at your character,
on.
it'll be like a blue crystal hanging from your ear.
Nice. Let me change my outfit so I can see it here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can see it with the robes.
It's fine.
On mine, because my ear's sloppy, I didn't see it for a while. For whatever reason, I just didn't notice it. But it's so much clearer on yours because it's like,
look at it.
Bam.
You're right. Increases XP earned by 30% when level 80 and below. When you're level 80 and below. Okay. Nice.
If you're not maxed, you can max it up.
So here, let's check out my. Let's check me out here and see what we look like.
Looking spiffy.
Nice. I see it. Yeah, hanging from my ear. That's awesome, dude. All right. Yeah.
And mine's there too if you look at mine, but it's like hidden under my ear. It's like tucked underneath.
Oh yeah, I see it hanging.
And the joke is I didn't see it for so long because it was tucked under my ear. I just didn't notice it.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone else that had it, and I was like, that looks like my earring. How come I don't have it? And I was there. I was like, what? How did I not
Awesome,
notice?
dude. Oh, I'm stoked, dude.
Heck yeah.
All right,
And,
so
now,
what else should we do?
Well, I mean, like, it's up to you. If you want to grind for experience, we run the dungeon again. No joke. If you want, because and you gain 30% more than you did last time.
Let's do that, dude. I want to do that.
Because it's fun. We can do it together. Whereas, like, you can always run plot by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Am I still in a group? Yeah, we're still in a group. Yeah. Let's do it. Duty finder.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go into this dungeon again, and in case you didn't see it before, I guess you'll see it again. But we're gonna get some experience here, and we're gonna get some experience with the earring on, so that'll be even better.
30% more experience off everything.
Heck yeah.
And
okay,
it's
so
forever
commence.
for it to pop. Oh my gosh! Look how long that was. Healer's privilege.
Nice.
It popped.
Yeah, quick, dude.
Yeah, it's nice to. I mean, it takes out the same privilege, honestly. It's like if you're those roles, you're in when you want to be in.
Why is it a light party? What is that? It said light party.
Light party means 4 people.
Okay.
Full party means 8 people.
Oh,
and
8.
It's considered an alliance if you have teams of people, and that's where you get up to like 24.
Oh,
so
man.
light party is always 4 people, which is the traditional group that you'll be running in.
That seems chaotic with that many people, man.
It can be, I think. It also can be amazing and fun and crazy.
Yeah, I guess you can get a lot accomplished with that many people too.
Yes, you can fight things
All
that
right,
are really
tank.
fun.
Take the lead, tank.
Yep, and then we follow the tank and we kill stuff. And if you're it doesn't matter as much for DPS unless it's like something really hard, but tanks and healers usually say first time if they enter a dungeon they've never been to.
Yeah.
Because then everyone understands.
Saying that, yeah.
Yeah, like it's a way different experience if it's your first time, right? It's like people tend to be a lot more understanding.
You know what's cool is this time I'm running the dungeon, that stupid big gray box isn't in the way anymore. So.
Huh. Wonder what that was.
I don't know. Maybe it was because I was newbie or something. I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
But anyway, it's better.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's better for the audience like this.
Yeah, no. So, well, I guess recording a second one isn't a problem because then we could maybe have a better visual.
Yeah.
But yeah. But isn't it nice? I'm just standing here and I'm seeing 3,000 experience. 3,000 experience.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah.
It's nice. These places are fat experience.
There, we killed that
this
dude.
This is literally the lowest dungeon in the entire game, right? And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to start you out. But isn't it? If you really look around, look how pretty this place is.
It's awesome, yeah.
It's like they put a lot into like just the looks of these places.
I love it, yeah. I love this game.
I have to stop and look around, but as you get into the game more, I find myself doing it more. You know, just taking time to go, wow, this is beautiful. But smart tank, see how the tank waited for me?
Right.
Smart tank.
Smart.
And that's what I mean. I give a player commendation at least once every single time I go through one. I always give out a player commendation. It's like giving a like on a YouTube video. It costs you nothing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I do it every time. I am a little partial. I almost always give it to the tank or the healer, whatever I'm not. And I mean, I do get a lot of likes or whatever you call them, you know, recommendations because I am a healer, admittedly. And when I'm DPS, I don't expect it. I'll be honest. When I'm DPSing, I don't care how good damage I'm doing. I don't expect a player commendation for that. Right. You didn't save my life, and you didn't take all the damage.
Yeah,
you know?
You're just doing the damage.
Right. But at the same time, if I'm one of those roles, I still give out a commendation every time. You know, it's like I just believe in that. That it's like it's good for you to give out commendations too, because even though you haven't needed to do any of them, challenges are really good for you. Challenges. And I mean, like, there's a book called The Book of Challenges. We need to get you that.
Okay. And
it's a level, I think, 15 thing, so I think we could probably get it for you soon. And what that Book of Challenges does, it just gives you extra experience for doing the same shit you do.
Nice.
There's a challenge that you can run every other day or every day that says run 5 dungeons. Nice. So if you run 5 dungeons in the next 2 days or whatever it is, then you get fat extra experience just for doing it. Right. So having that challenge book opened up is something we want to open up early for you. Listen to this. I opened it up level 70.
Oh, nice.
Hurt my feelings. I was sad.
That's a long, yeah.
You know what I ran by the time I had already figured this out that I could have got bonus experience?
Yeah.
So we got to get you that challenge book. Oh, I forgot us. We should eat food too. I forgot the food thing.
I'm new to that gives you were saying that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't do it because I've never done it really, and I just learned that I should be doing it. And I got you and me a stack of food, and I didn't eat any, and I didn't share the food. That's how new to it I am. But hey, it's another time, right? But hey, I'll give you a stack, and then we'll be doing 33% extra experience, right?
Nice.
Oh, and you might have already noticed, but you see those little red lines pointing from a creature?
Yeah.
That's aggro. That's who they're attacking. Those little red lines are saying, I'm attacking you. So the tank, in a good world, notices that everyone's attacking me and will take the aggro. Do they?
You want that, yeah.
And then I just see now they're all there in a stack. And this tank's doing a good job. They basically collect them all into a spot. That way anyone that's got AoE can hit them all at once. And this game is genius. It does not have what some games do poorly, which is an AoE cap.
Yeah.
I always found that whole idea ridiculous. AoE is everything in that circle. I don't care how many things it is.
It should,
yeah. 4,000, right? And that's how this game treats it. Like, if it's 4,000, you hit all 4,000, right? In a lot of games, I'll give World of Warcraft as a shitty example, they have an AoE cap. Where if you have 20 things in a circle, it's only going to hit 8. How dumb is that?
Right, dumb.
No, I don't know if it's 8. I'm not saying that it's that specific number, but as much as it's just like any cap, no matter what that number is, it's dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is dumb. Caps are dumb.
Yeah, because I mean, if we got them all in one spot, we should get the credit of burning them all up one together, right? And you're still making the healer bust his ass, so you earned it. Now, obviously, the more you do, the harder it is. And also, I think sometimes how squishy the tank is. I think sometimes some tanks are really good at mitigating damage, so they make my life very easy because they're doing all these abilities to take very little damage, so I don't have to heal like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Other tanks seem like they melt. They're just like soft, made like whipped
melting
cream.
tank.
Like, could you not insta-die on me every time?
Right.
It's usually people that have the worst armor want to pick the biggest crowds. They're like, clearly we need to do this whole dungeon in one run because I have no armor and I think that's hilarious.
Right.
There's just I don't have problems with tanks, I swear.
Right.
But I'm teaching you the dynamic. That way, when you become a tank,
yeah, dude, leveled up again.
Right? This place is the shit. Well, all places like this are shit. And admittedly, this one doesn't have a lot of tough things. It's very straightforward, right? They're just normal mobs, nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
when you get into later dungeons, there will be all sorts of crazy things you have to deal with. And they don't teach you shit. No, the dungeons do not teach you how to do anything.
You just go for it, huh?
Yeah, really. If you don't have a tank that knows what you're doing, there are tons of dungeons you could spend hours on to try to figure out.
Yeah.
Like, no joke, there's a dungeon where the Yeti blows ice, right?
Yeah.
And there's all these other little creatures that he spawns. And if you don't know any better, if you kill the little creatures that spawn, you will die. Because the Yeti has to freeze his own little creatures, and then he has to freeze those creatures until they turn into big snowballs, and then you have to hit those snowballs into him. That's the only way to kill him. If you don't know that, you can't kill him. Which is hilarious, because the first time I went there, I didn't know anything, and we all wiped, and the tank was like, oh yeah, I forgot to explain this one. You can't kill the ads, gotta turn to snowballs, like, and then I was like, oh, well that's, yeah, okay, we'll do that. And we passed it, right? But it's like, some dungeons are just like that. You have to really explain it or get lucky. And some dungeons were like that, but I had people doing the thing so fast that I didn't notice what they were doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you the example of Leviathan. You fight Leviathan at some point in this game. I don't think I would call that a spoiler by any means.
Yeah.
He's just one of the bosses. And when you fight Leviathan, there's a trick to that fight where halfway through the fight, Leviathan takes you the whole pedestal you're standing on underwater.
Oh man.
And when I fought that the first time, I remember distinctly thinking how cool that is. That they made this whole set piece go underwater and you're fighting it underwater. And, oh yeah, that's so cool, right?
Right.
What I didn't know is that someone turned that fucking thing on, that little bubble that circled us when we went underwater, the thing that kept us alive, on at just the right time to keep us alive.
Right.
I thought it just turned on like an automatic thing.
Okay.
Had no idea.
Right. Oh,
hilarious stuff. Because it was really funny because I literally didn't realize till I played it again and wiped because we couldn't get the timing.
Right.
So
That's
it's
funny,
like,
dude.
I think it's just one of those situations where I never knew some things were going on. So I think that'll happen to anybody playing the first time, is that there'll be whole mechanics you will miss because somebody ahead of you is doing it very quickly and for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of chaotic. Like I said, chaotic if there's a lot of people too.
People that are very experienced and no experience, right?
Yeah.
And that's a strange mix. Whereas like, here is your second dungeon or third dungeon ever, right? And I can't even count them.
A lot of them.
A lot, yeah. Well, I'll say it this way: I've definitely had 8-hour days where all I did is run dungeons all day. So you know, like I've had my time. But I like that. I think this is fun.
This is cool, dude.
Like it's fun, and there's so many free dungeons, and I actually, even though wiping always kind of sucks, no one likes everyone dying, but I've had so much fun like learning these dungeons and feeling like I kind of get it now, and now I understand the mechanics for all the dungeons I've done up to this point.
Right.
But I'm not saying that doesn't make me good, because there's tons of dungeons I've not done, and they only get harder and more complex. So I have more to learn.
Right. Greedy. I'm greedy.
I'm passing everything because I don't want anything. Greed everything you can. The common way, if you don't know any better, what I do when I'm in a dungeon that's of my level, I need everything I can need. I greed everything I can't need.
Okay.
Simple as that. Need and greed.
Just get it all, yeah.
Exactly. And then so assume everyone else is doing it identically, right? And then for people like me that don't care, I'm just gonna say pass, and then it's just between the people that do want it, right? That's it.
Right.
And then if it's little dungeons, like who cares about a level 18 garbage? Like it won't work for me, right? But for you, that's actual stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why these early dungeons are great, because think about it this way. For every high-level player you bring in here, you think they want the level 18 garbage either? You know?
Yeah.
We're all done with this stuff. So it means that the low-level players get it. Isn't that a nice system?
Yeah, it is good.
High-level players carry you, but we don't even want the garbage.
Everybody gets what they need, right?
Exactly. So you get help. You get someone that knows the dungeon and will support you and get you through. You get your items and a shitload of experience, and we get our experience and have a good day about it.
Right.
Oh, and later on they give you other things called Allegan tomes that you trade for really good armor. Some of the best armor in the game.
Nice.
But you get like 200 a day from running these dungeons. So you know, or maybe more depending on which dungeons you run and how you do it. But just imagine like about 200 a day at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's nice because it lets you work towards things. Like, you can't buy a bunch. It takes like, let's say 400 for one piece of armor, or 600, somewhere in there. So you're like doing that. See how that guy's gonna come smack you? It's fine.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you healed. See, good tank or good person. Got you
Nice.
right back. Go tank. See, I'm always gonna give my player accommodations to the tank because I'm like, you know, you earned it. Unless they are terrible.
How does it get him to focus on him?
There's an ability. All tanks have abilities that draw enmity. Enmity is where people want to attack you, not someone else.
Okay.
And I don't know if you see it. Sometimes on the right, you'll actually on the right of the screen, you should see a little name that says Captain Madison on the right.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
And it's like a white bar, right?
Yeah.
That's Captain Madison's enmity to you specifically.
Okay.
The fuller that white bar, the more he wants to attack you more than anyone else.
Okay.
I, as a healer, will often be the second most enmity after the tank. Because if a bad guy's trying to go for the most important things, it's usually me. I'm the one they want to kill first, smartly, which is actually what you would if you're trying to wipe us, right? And the tank says, no, me first, and that's how we stay alive.
Yeah, it makes sense.
If the enemy didn't have those abilities from the tank, 100% the bad guy would go after me, then you guys in the tank, which, if you think about it, is smart. That's what the bad guy should do to kill us, right? But as long as he keeps using those abilities on it that say, no, me instead. You saw he did those abilities, they followed him. Yeah. And that's what the tanks do. That's really all their job is. Do an ability to stay alive, do an ability to make them attack me. And know that, I'd say the hardest part is really knowing the dungeon.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, I don't think it's
that's why the tank has to know that.
Being a little aware, because some people aren't very aware. When I play DPS, I'm stupid not aware. I don't even think.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Okay,
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And that's fun.
This dungeon's easy.
You don't have to think a little.
This dungeon's easy though. I know this one already.
Oh no, and this dungeon is the easiest dungeon in the place, right? Yeah. You can expect that. You wouldn't want a hard dungeon as your first dungeon. No one would enjoy that.
Right.
And just like the final boss, he does like no mechanics.
Right.
He's like, don't get hit by the thing. That's very obvious.
Easy. I'm easy. Don't worry about it.
But that's okay. That's what we want from our first boss. Every boss that you fight gets a little bit harder, just like you'd hope they would. And they will add a few mechanics. Like by the time you get done with A Realm Reborn, you will understand a kind of a large amount of these mechanics. So you'll be ready to do all these mechanics. You'll be running from circles and saying, oh, dodge this, and oh, that means hide behind this. Yeah. And all of it will be grown over time. They do it kind of nicely. They don't throw you in a dungeon where you have to learn 4 mechanics. You're going to be thrown into a dungeon where there's one new mechanic. And you're going to learn that one new mechanic along with other mechanics, right?
Right.
Like I'll give you an example. The first mechanic that ever fucked me up, like really got me, is there's mechanics later on that will knock you off of. You'll be fighting on like a pillar, and they'll knock you off the pillar.
Oh, that sucks.
And everything in a row gets knocked off the pillar. So if you're anywhere in that AOE, you get dead, insta death.
Right.
And I got hit by that AOE a couple times, thinking it was just gonna do some damage and I could heal from it. Oh no, insta death.
Dang.
And like you learn that, you go, okay, next time, roll.
Don't do that. You know? Yeah.
No, and I think that's okay. I mean, that's the learning curve, right?
Right.
And I think as long as you treat yourself with the understanding that you know it's okay to die, you try again, it's fine. And I really do feel like DPS is the easiest stress. So if you're ever looking for chill, DPS. If you want a little more responsibility, tank and heals are faster gaining, but you understand it's a little more thought.
Right. Yeah.
I love DPS when I'm really lazy, though. I'll tell you, just coming in and be like, I don't have to think at all. I don't know where we're going. I hope you keep yourself alive. I'm not paying attention.
This is this is easy. This is easy. I like it, dude. But
it's so mellow. It's
but it's helping me. It's helping me learn mechanic, like how to do things quicker. You know.
Yeah, and what it does is it helps you get good with your rotation. They commonly call what you're doing when you hit your different spells a rotation. Yeah. Because obviously some spells have a timer, right? They only can be done every so often. Right. Yeah. And some spells require other spells. Like basically is what it comes down to. Like some spells will actually activate others. And that usually, they give those to you a little at a time. When you're first new, you basically only get a couple spells, like 1 or 2. And they slowly give you more and more. Till like by the time you have a bunch of them, it doesn't feel like you have a lot of spells. You've learned them all. And they all just kind of do their thing. Right.
It's awesome, dude. Love it. Love this stuff. This game is so much fun, man.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we got that guy already.
And if I was ever gonna tank, maybe I'll do it when I'm doing it when you're playing, because then I wouldn't feel bad if we're lost.
Yeah, that's
cool. Like if we're ever gonna be the lost guy, let's be the lost guy together. You know?
Yeah. We just get lost in the dungeon for hours.
Well, yeah, like I just say it this way, like then at least half the team's not mad at you. You know, like. Yeah. and we'd be laughing and having a good time. You know what I mean?
I wonder if people like lose internet connection while they're doing this and they like lag, because it looked like you just did.
I've been disconnected before in the middle of battle.
Oh, that sucks.
My internet's not great.
Yeah.
it's mediocre at best. And yeah, I've had it disconnected. What it does is unfortunately for the people that are playing, if you DC and the game doesn't know you've been kicked, like sometimes it waits a second.
Right.
Whereas like if you actually log out, you immediately leave the dungeon.
Right.
Or if you like shut the PlayStation off, that would do it. But I think there can be a little bit of a delay if you're DC based on internet connection, because it's hoping that you'll reconnect, right?
Right.
And basically, if you come back into the game with internet connection within a minute or two, I think it is, it like brings you right back into the dungeon. No big deal.
Oh, that's cool.
If you go beyond that, then it's the same as if you quit, you know?
Right.
And that they put a little 30-minute suspension on you where you can't go into dungeons. You can still do the story, you just can't do dungeons for 30 minutes. And yeah, then you go into a dungeon later, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's all right.
But I'll say I haven't seen a lot of it. I think I'm the only one I've ever seen leave a dungeon that way.
Okay.
Oh, that's not true. I've seen one person freeze up one time. I saw one person just like chill and not move on. And I don't know what reasoning, but you know, that's the only other time I've seen it. But for the most part, it's been just like this. Just everyone gets in, bangs out a dungeon, gets out, says, you know, most of the time people have said something so they can re-say it real quick. So they'll say something like, thanks for playing, or good game.
Right.
Like I usually start every time I start one of these with a hello everyone smile, and I end every game with a GG smile.
Nice.
Because I've said it a bunch of times, I literally type H, there's my first part, G, there's my back part. So it's like, it just is a nice greeting and exit. And player commendations, in the beginning I really wanted them. Now I have a bunch of them, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just like, at the beginning
Doesn't
it made
matter
me feel
anymore.
good.
Now you feel good.
Now I've already got a fuckload of them. I have like 200 or something silly like
right.
that. But enough that I'm like, you know, you kind of like likes on a video, like they start to change shape. You know what I mean? Like the first couple hundred are really valuable.
Different over
like
time,
next
right?
It's not as valuable as the first 100, and then you're at like 200 and it doesn't seem as good as 100 did.
Right.
You know, like likes on a video, you get it.
I get it. I do.
But I really enjoy this, and I enjoy healing for you because then we can talk, and it's not like I feel like I'm gaining, but I'm also having a good time talking.
I love the amount of XP you can get on this, man. It's awesome.
Isn't it fucking crazy?
Yeah.
And don't forget your gil. I mean, it doesn't come in a lot at once. It's like, literally, you'll see like, I got 7 gil from the last group. Who cares? But at the end, it's like, you get like thousands. It's
awesome, yeah. Let's see, I need to remember that. I'm at 35,000, so let's see what I get at the end of this.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, we're halfway through this dungeon. We'll see how much you get at the end. See if you get a little chunk.
Right.
Maybe it'll be like 500. I don't know. I mean, obviously, when I'm counting the dungeon, I mean the whole dungeon. So it's giving us skill throughout this whole thing. Like you'll notice, you've got half the dungeon's worth already at 35,000. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get whatever you get. If you think about, well, actually, we're a little more than half, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're almost done, but it's okay. We'll look at it another time we do a full dungeon, and we'll see what it really ends up. Because I don't think this will be a good estimate.
Won't be a good test or
We're like literally after this, we go to the last boss.
Yeah.
We're at the end, basically.
We're almost done, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it goes quick, too.
It does,
but
yeah.
Just try to imagine, remember how you said, oh, like, I think fighting monsters is the fastest way? You see what I was like, no.
Yeah, not even close, man. That was way
off. It's not even close, yeah.
I just had no idea.
Basically, the way I've noticed, it seems like they really do say, if you're playing with other people, it's worth more than playing alone.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a multiplayer game. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like it is.
Here I am treating it like a single player game going, I only multiplayer for the EXP.
Yeah, really.
No, that's what is different about this is that I'm actually multiplayering. When I'm not playing with you, I'm single playering in dungeons. You know, even though I'm with people, I don't really communicate except for the little bit I just told you.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm really just by myself, just zapping stuff. But it's nice.
Awesome,
I like
man.
talking.
That's what I do too. Except for I haven't played that much on my own, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, the best thing you can do on your own is the main story quest.
Yeah,
because you've got so much to do, and like you will open up more dungeons just by doing main story quests. Like, in fact, every dungeon is, well, not every dungeon, 80% of the dungeons are main story quest driven.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple dungeons that are not part of the main story that you have to get side quests to get, but like most of the dungeons, really, most.
Right.
I probably only have a handful, maybe 10 dungeons out of all the dungeons I have that are side quest dungeons because I've mostly focused on the main story.
Right.
But I still have a fuckload of dungeons available to me.
That's good.
So you will feel. And that's what's great too. One thing also about grinding a single location is that you'll get matching gear. Because like there'll be a set of gear that's for that dungeon.
Nice.
So you may get a headpiece one time and a shoulder piece another time. And remember, it's not just like, oh, I like this gear because it's good. It could literally be the shittiest gear ever. If it looks cool, you can clamor to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like often, if you like a gear set, you might grind that dungeon just to have the whole set to look cool, right? Not even to like wear it really.
That's right. Good. Yeah. Just to look good. I know.
Yeah,
I gotta check it.
Good is a thing.
I gotta check out some of the stuff I got. Yeah.
It might look cool. Who knows?
Yeah.
I look like dog shit. You never know.
Oh yeah. What about did you have black dye?
I will make you some. I have one for you, and I'll make you more.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, 2. Because I was gonna dye my boots and gloves. I think just to see what it looks like.
One more. I have one, but I gotta make you another.
Okay, it's cool. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Me too, actually. That's kind of why I didn't make the other. If I would have remembered, I would have already had it ready, to be honest, but I forgot. But as soon as you said it, it was like, oh yeah, the black tie. You ever do that where like you remember the minute someone says it, it's all clear to you? You're like, yeah, that was a thing. We were doing that. Oh, in this room, like, I've never actually had it be a problem, but like if you stand too close to these where it says unnatural ripples, sometimes they shoot out bad guys and or bubbles, which do damage. Little things like that, like they don't matter that much on this dungeon, right? They're not enough to be like a big deal.
Right.
But some dungeons, the environment could be a big deal. Maybe I should heal. I swear to take I don't pay attention to dogs. I'll let them get down to a quarter health. I'm like, oh yeah, press the button.
I'm just focusing. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm focusing on the main boss.
So it depends. Sometimes that's the best idea. Sometimes that's the worst idea. It depends on the boss, honestly.
Yeah.
I would say this. My recommendation is follow the crowd, because often others will know kind of who to attack.
Right.
Sometimes not, right? Sometimes not at all. But I will say most of the time the crowd will tell you who's supposed to be getting attacked. If everyone's attacking the little guy next to you, attack the little guy next to you. If everyone's attacking the big boss and ignoring little guys, do that too.
Yeah.
Because often there's a method to the madness. And I don't always know that method. Because like I've had times where I've watched them ignore the ads and attack, like literally ignore the ads because they don't matter.
You're trying to figure it out, yeah.
You don't ignore the ads, you all die, 100%. So it just depends. So I wouldn't let anything be the rule on that one. You know what I mean? Kind of go with the flow.
Yeah,
there we go.
Sure. We got him. Once
Another
again,
one down.
Did it.
Feels good.
Sucker's dead. Look at that. Look at us. Yes.
Oh,
good job. I love it.
Boom. I don't want any of this stuff, so I'm saying pass.
Let's see. What do I got here? Player commendations. Let's see.
I feel foolish to say, but I'll admit that I didn't know about that loot box down there or the player commendation for a long time. Too long. I feel bad how many people didn't get their commendation from me.
Oh, man. No.
Well, because I didn't know any better. But, like, imagine, it doesn't really jump in the middle. I expect it to be more in your face.
Right.
And same thing with treasure coffers. Like, the fact that you don't have to run up to them, that's so nice.
Greed, man.
Yeah, no, need on everything, greed on everything else. And I pass on everything because, like I said, it's just not up my alley. I don't need it. But while it's up your level, like I'll give you an example. Every single time I hit my own dungeons, I do that right now. Why not? Because it's like, I earned it. I'm on that level, right?
Right.
And if it gives you need, that means it fits for your class and you don't have it. So why not need it? It's like, it's letting you only need when you should. So don't feel bad about needing, right?
Right.
Yeah, we're done here. Let me just say pass. I think I did one, not the other. Pass.
Get out of here. I'm leaving.
Out.
Nice.
Boom. Just like that.
All right, man. Well, I think I'm just going to go back into this. Yeah, I'm probably have to call it a day, but
about that time.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging.
What level did you get to? 22.
Let's here, stand next to me.
Oh yeah.
Stand next to me and I'm gonna just hang out. Oops, yeah, I turned, dude. Okay, there we are. There's the crew right there. Look it. This is me and Rebel.
Kicking butt, taking names.
Yeah, kicking butt and taking names. I got to level 22, almost to 23, so it's amazing. All right, man. So yeah, I'm gonna see you next time. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you next time.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye-bye.
See you later, everybody. We're gonna say goodbye for now, and we'll come back another time. All right, bye.